And welcome back, everyone, for the another wonderful Kabaddi action gear at this TRC venue, MWRC Champions Cup, Alagar Malyan brothers Nadu versus Tenalur Muthu brothers. For this 20 minutes action, let's see which team will go in for the and here that is stopping the rider legally with the opponent's half or with any other ankle hold, a thigh hold, or the waist hold here. Tenalur Muthu brothers, they had a call here. Right now, this could be the perfect thing from them. Modern Kabaddi, especially in the international tournaments, blends and the traditional values with the professional standards, making it one of the fastest growing contact sports in the world. Now it's time from the Alagar Nadu. Now the Kingmaker from the Alagar Kalyan is going for the ride where the rules may appear the straightforward, mastering them requires the deep understanding geared near to that a line, so it will indicate whether he is getting the touch or not, and he is might be very confident and clear. I guess the tactical approach came from the Alagar Malayan, and now Tenalur Muthu brothers. They have their key men, jersey number 10, approaching with the fast movement. As Kabaddi continues to expand globally, to tournaments like this MWRC Champions Cup and Tennalur Muthu brothers, finally they got bit into the trouble of their natural approach. So he is actually the stronger player, I guess, from that side to go and earn the points for Tennalur Muthu brothers. Green will be the Alagar Malayan and Tenalur Muthu brothers. They are the yellow side. So it's like a yellow versus green contest here, probably, where everyone like this thing. So it blends the traditional values with the professional standards, making it one of the fastest growing contact sports in the world. So that's why Kabaddi is being loved everywhere. Tenalur Muthu brothers, jersey number 11, he has got the tall and the big reach, where he can move forward to get that statement done and right. So Kabaddi is all about the respect and courage and teamwork. Now he has got into the trouble, I guess. He just touched it at the final moment. Teralur Muthu brothers, they need to defend. Yeah. Alagar Malayan, they do have all the possibilities at their end when they wanted to prove that they do have the strength and sportsmanship like the behavior. Dangerous tackles or intentional fouls can result in the technical points being awarded to the opposition. These things will happen everywhere. Tenalur Muthu brothers, number 10 again, going for a ride. He's in a big shape. So the midline divide the court into the two halves, and the ball client, the rider must cross this line to make the rally valid. And they do have the bonus line used to score the bonus points, and the lobby becomes active only after a touch is made. Tellur Muthu brothers, they will now regroup to stop the Alagar Malayana green. You see number 8. It seems like he is so fast. There are some successful rides in all our points. I've already been there for both the team, Thanalur Muthu brothers and the Alagar Malayan. Will he going to give the positive news for the Thanalur Muthu brothers? The hold was right, and they finally got a good grip. Yeah, Kabaddi is a high intensity contact team sport that combines the strength and the speed and the strategy. Thanalur Muthu brothers, what they gonna think right now, and what about their addition and the game planning? So this is Kabaddi. At the same time, defense might have to work together and stop the Raider Muthu brothers. Is he the superstar? And that has been caught. So there's two teams of the seven players each, where the one player, the Raider, he enters the opponents of, for to score the points by touching the defenders and returning this safely all in a single breath. It's time to regroup for Muthu brothers and the Alagar Malayan. Tanur Muthu brothers at the previous round, we saw the strategy and the stamina will have to work together. So they are asking for some appeal, and the conversations is still happening. And these things used to happen here. This matchup is a fine one, which is going between these two sides. Alagar Malyan brothers, Nadu versus Tennellur Muthu brothers. Tennellur Muthu brothers, even after finding some all their directions in the previous round, they want to secure and they need some points to get a win here. Kabaddi is all about played professionally across Asia and other parts of the world with an international tournaments and leagues, showcasing its fast-paced and physically demanding nature. So, what makes the Kabaddi unique? It's a blend of the simplicity and intensity. And here comes the tall man from the Tenalur Muthu brothers. These rules are easy to understand. It mastering the sport requires, and he fell out. That's a big trap, and that hold came from all the players of the green team, Alagar. So, what could be the response from the Tenalur right now? So they may be going to the respective places and will be ready to take their sharp decision-making teamwork and the mental toughness here. So they have got the ancient drones with references found in India, history, and the folklore. So this tradition has been followed for many months in open grounds without formal rules. The sport was a test of courage and breath control and physical power. Tenlur Muthu brothers, it's like a question and answers for them. So whenever they do mistake, they would be probably looking to set target. Yeah, sites will be exchanged. So what has just happened? The standardized rules and the dimensions and officiating the system. So the integration of professional leagues and the international competitions is already transformed into a modern spectators sport. So the mad technologies is broadcasting have further elevated its global appeal. Tenelur Muthu brothers over time and advances in the mad technology and the fitness training has evolved this Kabaddi athletes a lot and lot. Tenlur Muthu brothers, even in the last before sites exchanged, I was just telling the same thing when they need those points, when they need their hunger, they are going with that right plans. The team takes their turns and they're sending a rider into the opponent's half, where they get the same objectives is to touch one or more the defenders and return safely to their own half while continuously changing the world called the Kabaddi. Is known as the can't. So if the rider meets the parametrics after making a legal touch of the points being awarded, so they need to defend that the raider and stops them from returning the raider is declared out, and all the other defenders ready to score a point. So will he keep that same thing? Yeah. Then Lur Muthu brothers, it's time for them to defend. Tackle points are being awarded and when the defender stop the raid. So it's a bonus point. It's been awarded to the when the raider crosses the bonus line with 1 foot in the air, provided the defending teams has six or more players on the court. Long range, a thing for me to get this visibility. Then Lur Muthu brothers. So whatever they do have at this point, they will get into the trouble like this. They just carried him and going out on that line. Not seems like a big observation from Tenlur Muthu brothers and even Alagar Yan do the similar kind of mistakes. Tenlur Muthu brothers. The covering was not at the shape, so riders rely on the speed and the agile and the awareness to exploit the defensive goals, while the defenders focus on coordination, timing, and the strengthening to execute the tackles very well, a lot and more. So it's that single mistake is the advantage. So that's a white call from the player of Tanali Muthu brothers at the on another end, and they're just getting revolved. So that what the one word which you always preferred when you play the kabaddi. So the successful team emphasizes the communication and the network from lower to the higher, as a single mistake can change the momentum of a match. So these strategic elements, such as the do or die, raids, substitutes, and the defensive formations and the depth to the game, and also their team's tactical intelligence. These are all make the things very easier. Then Murthy brothers, they do follow the strategic elements as the do or die rights in the substitutions and also the defensive formations. But what does this just happen here? And they need to have the check on him. This is what you call as the good sportsmanship. So when respective athlete, if he get fall down, immediately they need to go and have the check to avoid their explosive defensive gaps or the adjustments. There are so many times in the sport we have seen the injury concerns happened for all the athletes, those who are playing the sport. So they know each other very well. Then Muthu brothers, will they go in for to defend well or not? So that would be the another possible thing to ask. So that is the line where the athlete will go near to the opponent court. So this tournament is hosted in the international locations and they demonstrate how Kabaddi has been transcended the cultural boundaries and girl returning in its traditional essence. Not for the very first time. And I guess that the points given to the Alagar Kalyan, so that's the advantage and the positive aspects of what we have seen in the few minutes back ago. Credit goes to them and big stuff. So the number two will get on to hold it, but what has just happened? So he seems to be like he's very so sharp and excellent eyes from me, this champion, to get this job done.